Welcome Last to First, a series where I start from the pits and see how many cars we can pass. So we are in the Formula Vee at Navarra. We're in the top split and we are starting from the pits. So let's see, we're about, we're just right behind the pack. Not too big of a penalty in this pit box. Sometimes we start way back, but here we can actually see and we're almost in the draft right away. So it's going to be a really good start, but there are some really fast people here. Some of the fastest people in the V are right here right now, and let's see what we can do. First, there's a lot of traffic right here. So right now I'm thinking I need to be aggressive because I need to catch the front of the pack quickly. However, I also need to avoid accidents right now because the front of the pack can easily get a huge gap that's never recoverable. So I got to really be aggressive quickly while watching out for all the carnage. So we've already passed 2 people. Let's see if we can make our move.
Car on your left.
Oh, this is a dangerous thing, but I am just squeezing that corner, and we managed to make it stick. So I had to drop down a second gear and make that stick. But now we, I think, done what, 3-4 passes already, and I am feeling I had to brake there. So I apparently take that corner a little faster than the guy in front of me, so I had to do a micro brake, and that's going to screw up my run here. But I'm thinking I can still do it. It's a long straight. Navarra is crazy for drafting.
Right side.
And let's see, he's trying to defend, but I can pass both of them maybe.
3 wide.
It's going to be tricky. Of course, I got to watch out for incidents.
Right side, 2 wide.
Oh, it is tricky right here.
You're on the left.
3 wide. I'm going to have to take the off track.
Right side,
sometimes it's just better taking the
Clear
off
on the
track,
right.
being safe, and not having contact with the car beside me.
Still there,
So now
hold
you
your
can see
line.
I'm squeezing as much as I can because I need that
Keep to
guy's
the left.
draft, and I can't just give it to the other guy. So finally we get a bit of draft,
Still there,
and I'm
hold your
thinking
line.
we could maybe make this pass. I'm going to be challenging him down this straight. Let's see what we can do. Are we going to be 3 wide?
Still there.
Oh, I think, nope. One guy kind of gives up on the run, and once again we're taking another off track here.
Clear on the right.
Really pushing,
Right
and you can
side.
see the pack up front is kind of getting away.
Keep to the left.
Really need to pass this guy as quickly as possible and
Clear
kind
on
of get
the
him on
right.
the inside, and then I'm defending here. So, oh yeah, we make the pass. All right, so that was kind of tricky. I made him, I got him on the inside, and then I defended the corner so he wouldn't be able to take
There's
it
an
back,
incident behind.
and we managed to just take the corner better. So now the difficult part, now the half of the story is done. I think we've passed all these slower guys, and now the 4K plus guys are all in front, so we got to make up some time and catch up the pack. Fortunately, I think there's like 4 or 5 cars, and that means there's going to be a bit of fighting. It might not go as fast as it possibly can, so it's going to give us a chance to kind of catch up. But I'm still about 3 seconds behind, 2-3 seconds behind here. 2.3, there you go, yeah, exactly, 2.3 seconds behind, and that means we definitely have some leeway, especially because the guy at the front is kind of pulling all the pack, so I'm not really competing with the last guy, I'm kind of competing with the front guy as well. Oh, that's a good corner right there. I think that gains us a lot of time right there. Yeah, we went from 2.3 to 1.8 in that single corner. That was money right there. Oh, slightly out of draft. And because I'm slightly out of draft, instead of swerving right, left, center, and all that, I just decided to go in a straight line. There's no point in trying to match it if you're out of draft. Now, I do see a back marker just coming out of pit, and the first thing that comes to mind is this guy to give me a problem. And funny enough, this guy's actually trash-talked me previously for no reason. I didn't even say anything to him, so I don't think he likes me, and I think he might get in our way. We'll see. So I'm a little concerned at this point. I see the pack. We've made up some good ground, but now I have to be ultra careful around this guy that has already crashed by his own accord, actually. So, okay, on the left-hand side. And, okay, he lets us go. Thank you. Okay, I'll take it all back. He lets us go, realizing, I guess, he's the back, he's a lap down at least. So we're going to take it, and we're just going to keep on our pursuit. Of course, that little thing kind of changed my focus around, and weren't able to do like the hot lap that I wanted to put in. So we're still at 1.4. even after that whole thing. But at least we've passed the guy. Now we can just focus. So head down, focus, do the best turns we can. And, oh wow, they must have taken that really slow because I believe we are in draft. Yes, we're in draft, barely. 0.8, and the guy's getting pulled ahead. So even if we're 0.8, I think the guy's going to get pulled out of... I think we might be able to just barely, yeah, 0.9. We're barely able to keep up. Because the guy right in front of us has a stronger draft, and he's being pulled, right? So we've barely been able to keep up in draft, but we are locked in. As long as I make this corner, I think we're going to be just fine. Oh yeah, definitely. As long as I make it. Yeah, okay, perfect. Now the real fun begins. This is a top pack, top split. The leaders, we've just caught up from complete back, and now let's see what we can do.
All right. Still there.
Now, I'll be honest, at this point,
Clear.
I don't know what I'm... Just
Right
total
side.
carnage. I'm just going to take the speed,
You're on the left. Three
try not to
wide.
crash, and we squeeze
Right
in.
side, 2
We
wide.
squeeze
You're in the
in.
middle. 3 wide. Still there. Clear on the right. 2
Heartbreaking.
wide.
Trying to be
Clear,
as
2
cautious
wide.
as possible.
You're in the middle. 3 wide. Car
Oh,
right, 2
and
wide.
we've just managed to
Keep
pass
the left.
2 people
The
right
next
there
car's the
in this
leader.
insane run down the straight.
Keep to the left.
Now we have the leader and
Clear on the
and
right.
next guy. All right, so it's just us and the leader right now. Let's see what we can do. Now I'm taking the off track on purpose. At this point, we have a whole bunch of off tracks.
Car on
Like,
your left.
there's no point in really conserving them too much.
Still there.
We
Hold
got a
your
draft
line.
off the first leader, and now we are neck and neck with the
Stay on
leader.
the right.
So,
Okay, you're in second.
oh, we managed to kind
Stay
of
on the
inch
right.
out, but we're gonna we're on the inside. So we need to kind of defend right now, taking a really good line.
Clear.
But then they're gonna have to draft. You know how it goes in Navarra. So we do a late braking here, and I'm trying to get a good exit because there we go. That's not bad. That's not bad. Not the best, but not bad. Because even if you slow down, if you get a bad exit, they're passing you right away. But if you get a good exit, then they have to slow down behind you, and then you kind of have to stand a chance. So he's probably going to be coming back hard. So I'm, you know, putting myself on the inside a lot. So you see a lot of defensive driving right now where, oh, he's not even taking my full draft. Okay, I'll open it up wide. I really feel as if he could have drafted me there and caught up a lot more. But what I will be doing is being ultra defensive. I'm basically playing a game here of hot lapping and trying to not let them get my draft as much as possible. So anything without going crazy and swerving left, right, which kind of slows you down anyways and it's not legal. I'm trying to do everything I can to dissuade them, or alternatively make them run a line that they're not comfortable
You're in
with.
first.
So right now I'm taking this line. I'm not comfortable with it, but I know that he's certainly not comfortable with it as well. So if I can make him do something that they're not, like, that's not in their element, I feel like that's going to be to my advantage. Here we kind of get... There we go. That's a decent exit right there. So now it's just a matter of kind of like leading the pack. And I'm basically driving half looking ahead and half looking in my mirror. It's not a hard track to kind of drive and learn. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to make them fight. So you see there's 2 cars behind, and I'm going to be swerving to the left right now, just because I know he's going to have a hard time following me if the other guy is there. So I'm trying to do everything so they start fighting against each other, and I can kind of drive up. So once again, I'm going wider than I usually go here, just to make him go wide. And I'm trying to nail all my exits. Okay, that was a good exit, and I immediately go to the right-hand side because I want to minimize the amount of draft that he gets, and I'm really hoping to start fighting. Although we did get a really good exit, considerably better than him, so I feel confident enough to kind of sway back to the other side. And you can see he's not very fast to follow my draft here, so I get a bit of you know, a few seconds without him in my draft, which is just good for me. So once again, I'm not able to lose the fastest guys, but we are getting close. They're getting smaller and smaller in the mirror. Every single lap, I'm kind of like shedding off 0.1 of a second, I feel. So let's see what we could do. And now, hopefully, we're going to start fighting. And I'm really trying to go left, right, just because I know he's being followed by another guy. So if I could make it tough on him to kind of defend the other guy and not run into him at the same time, yeah, it's just going to be beneficial. But right now we have a decent lead. Right now, so it's just a matter of keeping this pace, and we're going to be on the podium. Now, yeah, so immediately I'm going right. This is not the type of lap or pattern I would take if I was just driving alone. But now, oh yeah, right away I drive and I turn back to the left just to make it harder on him. And as you see, about every lap or so, we're gaining just a bit more distance, We're almost out of draft, and I can just feel it right now. Of course, this turn could always be tricky. If I screw it up once, you can see how close he's getting to me at this section. But I'm able to get a good exit, and we are right on track. Now I see the guy in front of us, and I'm thinking this guy in front of us could either be a huge help, or he might slow us down and help the other guy catch back up. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But right now we are far enough that the draft isn't very strong. So that's very good. So 0.8 seconds behind means that he gets a draft, he gets a boost, but not too big. And I see them side by side in my mirror, which means that they are fighting, and I think we're going to be able to get away here. So if we're able to get away, I'm just going to kind of like give you a little lap guide on how I approach things. All right, cool. White flag. I think we are out of draft right now. And 1.3, we are. So this is the last lap. Just take it home, and then let me just break it down for you. So here, ideally, I would want to cut the right-hand side just a bit. It tends to save a bit of time. I'm not doing it too much, and here I go one. Okay, yeah, the trick here is just to let go the gas. Just let go the throttle slowly, and then you kind of turn in and then down the second gear. So the trick to that corner, which is honestly the most important corner of the entire track, is to let go the throttle so the car has time to settle. So you let it go a bit earlier, just to roll for a bit, the car settles down, and then you can apply the brakes without spinning out too much. Now, of course, you don't want to coast too long, but if you just go from throttle to brake right away, it is very difficult. And this one, I kind of brake in a straight line as much as I can, and then I trail brake the end of it, and then turn it in. So one of the things I'm doing when I'm doing these laps is I'm actually looking at the wind. So the wind, as far as I could tell, is blowing in two different directions this week at Navarra. If it's blowing with you at the back on one straight, you have to adjust your braking, and vice versa. So if you have a wind widget, I strongly recommend it. It's very useful on Navarra. And that's it. So hope you guys have enjoyed the first series. We started last, ended up first in the top split. Fun race. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Comment and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.